I want you guys to understand that you are not defined by the algorithm. You are valuable. You don't need to get likes to feel so important, or you don't need your page to be more appealing if you have more likes and more followers. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Shauna, and in today's video we're gonna switch things up a bit. I'm gonna actually talk about the pros and the cons of having social media, and to be specific, I want to dive right into Instagram. So what I want you guys to do is to focus on the pros and to be aware of the cons. So I'm actually going to talk about 5 pros and 5 cons, and I want this video to end on a positive note, so I'm actually going to start off with the cons. Okay, we're going to dive right into the negative, right into the reality, right into the truth. So let me just start off, so keep on watching. Before we get into the video, if you can please subscribe, hit that post notification bell. Let's get into this video. So for the first con, I wanted to focus on comparing ourselves to other people, especially on social media. So to be more specific, I want to break it down and talk about body, success, money, and fame. Alright, so as far as the body, I want to just dive into that. So years ago, blonde hair, blue eyes was advertised all over the world. It was known as the American beauty look. Like, everyone who has blonde hair and blue eyes, you're automatically beautiful. You automatically are like it. And this is not a racial thing, but I'm just saying as far as the beauty world. So that was just known as beautiful, like straight hair and just like this type of look. So if you want to fast forward to 2019, now when you scroll, because you know advertisements are basically on, you know, social media, there's ads on YouTube, there's ads on Instagram. So now when we, you know, our generation, when we're trying to connect to what's beautiful, when we're scrolling, what we see is plastic bodies. And I'm not saying having a plastic body is a bad thing, but what I am saying is that that's literally what we see. Everyone is looking the same. So mentally, that is, if you're intaking that and you're constantly comparing yourself to that girl, it's honestly going to ruin you, and it's going to make you feel insecure. And I'm speaking from my standpoint because I'm very thin, and I'm sometimes I'm trying to like still understand that. I'm still trying to be confident about that, and I'm gonna be very real. Sometimes I'm like, yes, I love being skinny. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not. And sometimes it is hard because if you're constantly seeing these, they're beautiful too, by the way, face beautiful. So if you're constantly seeing these beautiful girls that everyone wants to look like, they're looking the same, so clearly it makes you feel insecure because you are constantly comparing yourselves and wishing that you looked like them. I'm sure if you're watching this, I'm sure somebody watching this has looked at someone on Instagram and was like, wow, she's really beautiful, or like, I wish I had a bigger butt, I wish I had a flatter stomach, I wish my cellulite was gone. It's just like, these girls are perfect, like too perfect, and it's not like, it's just very interesting. I could really just say it's interesting, and what my advice could be for you based on my experiences: stop focusing on what you see on Instagram, because it's not helping you. It's making you insecure. It's making you feel like you're not beautiful, that you're not accepted, and you don't look like them. So to, you know, break down into the success part of this, I want to just talk about how I feel like when we're on social media, when you're on there and you're just like watching the other people with their large followings, and they're like super successful, they're going to this extravagant dinners and they're traveling the world, they're just so successful. I feel like if you are comparing yourselves to them and wishing that you were like them, you honestly don't know what they're going through. You don't know how long it took them to get to that place and how many failures they had to go through in order to become the successful person. So it's like, you have to just focus on yourself and focus on your own growth, because everyone's growth is different. Their timing and your timing is so different. Even if you started the race at the same time, they may get to that finish line before you, or you may get there before them. But if you are just focused, literally block out the noise, and you focus on your goals and what you want for yourself, then honestly, the more happier you'll be. And also, you won't feel like discouraged, because I feel like when you compare yourself, discouragement comes with it, because you're just like, well, I can't do this and it's not fair that they're like this, and then you also become negative. And I feel like we're supposed to genuinely be happy for people. If you feel like you're one of those people that can't be on social media and compare, like you can't be on social media and genuinely be happy for someone because you're constantly comparing yourself, then maybe you shouldn't look. Maybe you should just focus on you. If you want to post a picture, post that picture. Do not look at them. Just literally focus. Now, to dive into the money aspect of this, I feel like if you see people with like expensive stuff, you know, designer bags and all these really good like high-end things, and you're constantly like you know, wanting that, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And honestly, if you work hard, so just try to like block out all the things that you know you want and just focus on what you have and what you're going to do. It honestly just makes a huge difference on your mindset and your attitude on life and in general, because like, you know, I feel like we focus so much on social media that we forget to like be in the present. And it honestly, it definitely affects you, especially when you're comparing yourselves. And I'm speaking from my own experience, and I'm glad I had that experience because now I'm able to speak to you about it. As far as fame, I feel like fame is gonna come with success, you know, and I feel like fame should not be a goal. You know, that shouldn't be your goal. I feel like your goal is to accomplish your purpose, to live in your purpose, and to make achievable goals. Because, you know, having that, want to have like 1 million followers or like a lot of followers and all this recognition, you shouldn't look for that through people. Just do what you love to do, and everything else, I'm telling you, will come. Okay, so for the second con, I'm gonna talk about likes and followers. Let me tell you. Okay, so I've had Instagram for about 2 years, and when I first started, I was the girl that would like and unfollow. I would go to hashtags like, not build a relationship, obsessed. I think it's okay to be obsessed at certain things, but when you're obsessed about how many likes you're getting and how many followers you're getting and how much you want, like, it honestly can mess you up mentally because you're literally always focused. I used to spend hours. I feel like it's good to engage, but if you're spending hours, countless amount of hours on Instagram, liking, following, unfollowing, following, unfollowing, I think mentally that can like mess you up. It was literally to the point where I remember one time, like 2 years ago for my friend's birthday, we were in Mexico, and I was not happy. I was losing followers because I wasn't engaging, and if you're losing followers, it's also because you're not engaging. You have to engage and really build relationships and talk. So I literally was just so obsessed with likes and having so many likes, to the point where it was one point that I stopped posting because I wasn't getting likes, and that's really that's really unhealthy. So I let it control my life at some point. I feel like we shouldn't let this platform or social media control our moods, our attitudes, and our overall life. We should be the ones that have full control over the platform. You should be the one to have control, to know when to get off of it. Don't let it control you. So this leads me to my third point, which is bots. If you guys are not familiar with bots is basically you can pay to get fake likes, fake followers, even fake comments, everything. Like there's so many different kinds where they can operate for you, or you just like all these people and then they'll like yours back. Like, it's just so many different things people are willing to buy. And I was that girl, not judging anyone, because I was that girl who was like, I need to have a lot of followers, I need to have a lot of likes. And I feel like you're skipping the steps here. Like, I think you need to enjoy the process. Like, I realized I needed to enjoy the process. If I want to grow, I need to spend time at a certain time pace. Like, I don't need to spend my whole life on it, but I need to dedicate maybe a few hours or 2 hours, that's it, and know when to get off of the platform. But also, using bots honestly felt empty. I felt so empty. Like, I felt like, all right, well, you know when you drink and you have a little buzz, and after the buzz wears off, you start to feel like, all right, well, this is it. That's literally how I felt. I felt like, all right, so no one really cares. No one really likes my pictures, and this is it. Like, this is what I have to offer. Like, no one cares. I want you guys to understand that you are not defined by the algorithm. You are valuable. You don't need to get likes to feel so important, or you don't need your page to be more appealing if you have more likes and more followers. At the end of the day, it all does not matter. And I want you to know that as long as you value yourself and you like yourself, that is what matters. And I know, like, growing a business is important. I'm not saying it's not bad to have a lot of followers. I'm saying don't make that your focus. If you're passionate about something, people will truly see that, and eventually they're gonna want to follow you. So just focus on what you're good at, focus on your purpose, and everything else, I am telling you, will come. Everything else will come. That is guaranteed. So my fourth point is, social media is called social media because we're supposed to be social. Like, we're literally supposed to be social, and I feel like a lot of people skip this step. We live in a society where everything is quick. Like, if you want to mail something, you can just send an email and you get it instantly. And now it's like a lot of people aren't as genuine because we want to build our platform so fast that we don't really care about building real relationships. Have you guys ever got like a DM from someone? They're like, hey, they put your name, and then you can tell it's kind of copied and paste. They'll be like, hey, do you want to try my free workout program? Or hey, do you want to try this tea? It will make you lose weight. But they're not really trying to get to know you. They're basically just trying to sell you something. I feel like if someone would DM me and really like try to like reach out and see how am I doing, get to know me, find out where I'm from, I would honestly probably buy your tea because you took the time out to want to get to know me and you're more genuine. So I feel like if you really want to grow your social media and you want to build a personal brand, focus on growing real relationships, because it's not always about selling things to people. It's honestly about being social, learning something new, maybe learning a new language from someone, who knows, like anything. I want you guys to enjoy the process. As far as even building relationships, enjoy the process of just building and growing and failing and learning and getting up and starting over and creating a new idea. Just enjoy it because, you know, it's supposed to be fun. So this actually leads me to my fifth point, is people are taking social media way too seriously. And I'm speaking for myself. I was that girl. I was the girl who would wake up and like, go to sleep and like. It was like I was programmed to do this. Like, it was literally controlling me, and I felt like it took the fun out of it because I was taking it too serious. I feel like social media is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something we enjoy. You can learn something new, you can be creative, and I feel like now it's causing so much anxiety. A lot of people in our generation actually have a higher rate of anxiety because of social media. It's also very stressful. People become very negative and jealous, and it's no need. Just have fun and play with the platform because it's also providing so many opportunities, and it's supposed to be somewhere where we can all connect. All right, so that was all of the negative stuff I want to bring. So like, it's negative, but I want you guys to be aware. Like, it's just to bring awareness to what you shouldn't do and what I've done and how you can get better at just using this platform in a positive way. So I'm actually going to start talking about the pros. The number one pro is that social media is providing a lot of jobs and opportunities. There's bloggers, there's videographers, there's social media managers, and I feel like it's such a great platform if you use it in that way, or in the way that it's more positive, where it can help people. And I feel like Anyone can do it, literally. Even my grandmother, if she wanted to work, she wanted to have a social media platform, and she's consistent and she's excited and she's passionate and she just keep on going and she doesn't give up, she will be successful. And I feel like you will too. Just use this platform, have fun with it, and there's no need, there's so many opportunities. And that part really like hits home for me, because I feel like the fact that this platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube provides so many jobs and opportunities. You can get a job literally from a retailer or like a owner who wants to like DM you and like set up an interview. Like, it's so easy, and they can see your creative side. So I feel like I love that social media does that for people. So number 2 for the pro is social media allows a lot of people to be entrepreneurs and business people. And I feel like I love the fact that you can start a business on social media. If you think about it, YouTube and Instagram, like, it's free. It's a free platform where they allow you to build an audience, to grow. If you want to grow a personal brand, you're able to do that free. That's insane. And I feel like as long as you're putting in the work and as long as you're working hard, you can do it. It's so many possibilities. There's so many people who have online courses, who started clothing lines, online boutiques, and I love the fact that anyone, literally you watching, you can do the same. And it just makes me feel so good, because I feel like we have so many opportunities on here that some people are not aware of, or maybe they're afraid to proceed. I feel like don't let fear stop you from starting your business. Don't give up on yourself. And I feel like some people tell me that a lot. They're like, don't give up, don't give up. So I'm here to tell you, do not give up on your business. Do not give up on yourself. If you want to start a personal brand, especially like I mentioned for the con, do not try to finagle it. Just try to build real relationships, really get to know people so that you can build your business. Because imagine trying to build a business and you have no customers, because they're all fake. So do not skip the steps. Take your time. God has the right timing. So as long as you're walking and you're constantly building yourself and you believe in your purpose, it will happen. The third pro about social media is that it provides so much knowledge. You can learn how to cook, you can learn how to do your hair, you can learn how to ride a bike. Like, that's how social media is, especially on YouTube. And I feel like when I started transitioning to do my natural hair about 7 years ago, 10 years, I forgot, and I literally was like, oh, how do I co-wash? What's a co-wash? What products do I use? What's sulfate free? So everything was available on there for me. And honestly, I feel like that's such a good thing. And if you're planning on growing a business, research, Google it, boo. Use social media, and you can also learn from other people who have businesses. That's what I love too, because there's some people who are so willing to help you, and with their success, they want to like share the knowledge, and just, you know, just make sure you're constantly going, constantly working, but also make time for yourself. So there has to be a balance in your life where you are doing your research and you're also getting some rest. So that's definitely a good pro. All right, so a fourth pro with social media is that you're able to build communities. This reminds me of, you know, when you really successful YouTubers right now, a lot of them were bullied in high school especially, and they just felt like they didn't fit in. They were like the outsider, and honestly social media has helped them to, you know, kind of escape that and feel like they felt like they had a purpose on here and they could be able to express things and be creative. And I love the fact that people can learn from this platform and grow as a person. Some people can grow and like just expand their creativity. I actually met a lot of people on Instagram. I DM a lot, and I have a little community myself, and honestly I'm so grateful for them, because they keep me going, especially when I write my stories. When I do my stories, they're super encouraging and so exciting to like build with them. They can see my growth. So just build a little community for yourself. It doesn't have to be this huge thing. Don't focus on the numbers. Just focus on, you know, building and learning and being able to teach one another. It's so fun and such an amazing feeling. For the 5th Pro, lives are being transformed. This honestly is so amazing because a lot of people are able to provide for their families. They're able to work from home and just be able to like inspire people. From you can even reach millions of people. Like, that's insane. I feel like be careful what you say, especially because I feel like on social media, like, some people, they take it to the heart, so you just really have to be careful what you put out there. You don't want to lead people to the wrong thing. Just be a positive light. I feel like there's so much power on social media, so just use it in the right way, and honestly, you'll feel good about it, and it will definitely change people's lives. So my question is, how are you going to use your platform, and what do you guys take away from this video? Let me know in the comments, guys, if you want to see more videos like this. I want to definitely thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching this video. I realized that my purpose, part of my purpose, is to encourage, to inspire, to uplift, and I'm doing exactly what God has called me to do. I'm excited to be able to use my platform to bring a light to this world and to just, you know, connect with you guys on a personal level, let you guys know what I kind of like, my mind process is like. So I just want to thank you again for watching. I'll definitely be doing more videos like this, and if you have any video ideas, any topics that you want me to touch on, I'll be more than happy to do so. Thank you guys again. I'll see you soon. Peace.